Hello everyone, in this video I will discuss the important poem The Ballad of Father Gilligan. Well, The Ballad of Father Gilligan is written by William Butler Yeats, W.B. Yeats. Well, brief introduction about W.B. Yeats and William Butler Yeats was born in 1865. He was died in 1939. Remember the time duration. It's 1865 to 1939. Well, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1923. So he's a Nobel awardee in 1923. Remember the year 1923. Well, so before I discuss this poem, just I want to give the brief introduction about the poem. The Ballad of Father Gilligan is written in the style of ballad. Remember this one. What is ballad? A story is written in the form of poem and it has been used very simple language. Well, there are lines, four lines in each stanza. Total number of stanzas are 12 and each stanza carries four lines. So, four lined stanza is called a quatrain. Remember this one. Well, the ballad is a simple narrative poem in a simple language. The theme of the poem is all about presence of God everywhere and his love for all. The poem is all about a miracle happened in the life of Father Gilligan and the old priest. So we will start the poem and we'll move forward to the stanza number 1. Here is the stanza number 1. The old priest Peter Gilligan. Peter Gilligan is the name of the old priest. Was very means tired. Night and day means continuous working continuously. For half of his flock, the people around the church were in their beds means they are sick or under the green swords lay means they are died already. The poem begins with the introduction of Peter Gilligan, who is the old priest. He helps his people who are under his charge. Half of his people are in deathbed or buried under the ground due to sickness. He treats the sick people and conducts funeral for the dead. He treats them day and night, continuously he treats, he serves, and thus becomes very tired. So this is all about stanza number 1. So we'll move forward to stanza number 2. Once while he nodded on a chair, means he was about to sleep. At the moth hour of eve, moth hour means after sunset, night should not approach at that point of time. Before night, after sunset, the time duration that is dusk is called the moth hour. Another poor man sent for him means another poor man called Peter Gilligan for the help and he was tired already so he was upset. Due to his tiredness, he was about to sleep on a chair and the presence of the insects in the evening time indicates the moth hour. At that particular point of time, someone calls priest for help. The priest feels obsessed about being called. His continuous help to the needy people and his tiredness makes him to get upset. So this was all about grief means upset. This is all about stanza number 2. So we'll move forward to stanza number 3 right now. I have no rest, nor joy, nor peace. For people die and die. And after cried he, God forgive. My body spake not I. That means Peter Gilligan was tired, first of all. He says that he does not have any rest, happiness, or peace. As people under his charge die continuously or immediately, he feels sorry for saying such words. So he asks forgiveness for God. He begs God forgiveness or forgive him because those words are spoken by his body, not by Father Gilligan. So he differentiates my body spake not I means my soul is active, but my body is tired. So this is all about stanza number 3. So we'll move forward to stanza number 4 right now. He knelt and leaning on a chair. Father Gilligan kneels down on the floor to get forgiveness from God. He leans on a chair and prays due to his tiredness. He sleeps. Now the insects have gone and the stars began to peep. That means the night is approaching slowly. So this is all about stanza number 4. So we'll move forward to stanza number 5 right now. This is very important stanza. They mean stars. They slowly into millions grew. Means once the night approaches slowly, when the night goes into deep, the stars began to peep, means twinkle. Lots of stars we can see at that point of time. As the night stars in the sky filled with millions due to the flow of the wind, leaves are falling. Leaves are just making to and fro. And God covers the world with darkness and speaks slowly to mankind. God covers the world with the said means with darkness and speaks to the mankind. Remember, in this stanza, there is no Peter Gilligan because Peter Gilligan already sleeps. Here, only one stanza, that is stanza number 5, does not carry Peter Gilligan. No discussion about Peter Gilligan. It was just about the approach of night. Remember this. You may get a question that how stanza number 5 is different than stanza other stanzas, because there is no discussion about Father Gilligan. So I'll move forward to stanza number 6 right now. Chirping of sparrows indicates the early hours of morning time, and insects come once again, means the moth hour come once again in the morning, because there are two moth hours. Upon the time the sparrow chirp, in the morning time, the sound of the birds, moth hour come once again. The Peter Gilligan stood upright on the floor, and he says, Marvin, Marvin, the man has died. He is shocked that how he slept a longer time. While he was sleeping on a chair, he thought of the poor man has died. And he was hurry. At that particular point of time, he wakes up and he is shocked to know that he slept long time. He blames himself by saying that the person needed me, needed my help, might have died. And Father Gilligan wakes his horse and rides very fast. This shows how careful, how dutiful Father Gilligan is. So we'll move forward to the stanza number 8 here. He rode now as he never rode before, by rocky lane and fen. Lane means the way is with curve. Rocky lane and fen. Fen means wet road. Rocky means there are lots of stones on the road. He rides very fast over narrow roads and wet lands. Finally, he reaches at the house of the sick man. The sick man's wife opened the door, and she wonders, why Father Gilligan come again? Because the expression says, Father, you come again. That means why Father Gilligan came again. This is what she wonders. So we'll move forward to the next stanza. And is the poor man dead? He's asking. Father Gilligan asks whether the man died. And the wife replies that he died an hour ago, 1 hour before. In sadness, Peter Gilligan walks to and fro. So this is all about stanza number 9. We'll move forward to stanza number 10 right now. When you are gone, she is saying, the sick man's wife is saying, when you are gone, he turned and died. The woman replies, after the priest leaves, he died peaceful manner. Hearing such words, Father Gilligan kneels on the floor. So this is all about stanza number 10, we'll move forward to 11. He means God. He says God is the creator of the world and he has made the night of stars. For soul see tyrant bleed. So he gives the comfort to the soul. He sent one of his angels down to help Peter Gilligan in his problem, in his trouble, in his need. So God is trying to help Father Gilligan, Peter Gilligan, because Peter Gilligan is sleeping. At that point of time, one of the angels of God helping the poor man. That's why she expressed, "You come again." This is all about stanza number 11. So we'll move forward to the last stanza right now. God is the king, he who is wrapped in purple robes. God is the king in purple collar robes and takes care of the planet. It shows that God has many big responsibilities. Even with such responsibilities, God had pity on a simple person like Father Gilligan when he slept. Father Gilligan feels grateful to God for being love and care. And finally, the poem shows the love and care of God for whom all the lives are equal and important. So God says everyone is important. So giving important and prioritizing the people. So Father Gilligan is the living God. So this is how the poem ends. So thank you very much, all of you. Thank you so much. Keep in touch. Thank you so much. God bless you all.